Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Cynthia?
This is she?
Hey, Cynthia, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, what?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay, okay. Why are you guys calling me?
Well, I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Who is this again?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Don't be too scared, I promise.
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not talking to them after, we call you to find out what happened. So we got an email from a dude named Greg.
I'm sorry. No, I don't want to do this. Thank you, though.
But we just have a few questions.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
We just want to ask you a couple questions so that he can find out what happened. That's all.
What?
Whoa, she just hung up.
She left.
Did she? Hello?
Hey, Greg, was that a sufficient enough answer for you?
What is going on?
I mean, when she said she didn't want to talk about me, I was hoping we could dig a little deeper, but apparently she really doesn't want to talk about me, huh?
Wait, hold on though, Greg. Are you? Because a lot of times we do these things, and then you aren't telling us something that you should be telling us.
No, I'm an open book. I'm looking for answers, honestly. I mean, if I could give more information, I would put it all out there. I mean, can you please call her back? Call her again.
All right, I'll dial her phone number and try one more time, okay?
Thanks, Jubal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I really don't want to talk about it. I really don't.
Well, what? I mean, if
I'm
I can...
sorry. I just don't really want to talk about it. I'm super embarrassed.
Wait, you're embarrassed?
You know, it's my fault. He doesn't have to worry.
Wait, are
He
you
didn't do anything wrong.
Are you in a relationship or something?
No, it's nothing like that. It's on me. You know, it was my mistake. I shouldn't have gone out with him. Not his fault. Totally mine.
Was it because you guys both work in the service industry or something? You have a rule like you don't date other people in the service industry or something? You know how cops are always like, I don't date other cops.
Do they say that?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
Do they say that, Cynthia?
No, it's not that. It's not that at all.
Okay.
I messed up.
You messed up?
Yeah, I messed up.
He doesn't think you messed up. He thinks that you were, I mean, from the sounds of it, he thinks you're perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
So?
So that's not a good thing?
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's just really awkward.
Well, can you just tell us anything? Because he's really curious. Like, he's been beating himself up trying to figure out what happened because he really liked you.
Oh, okay. Well, I definitely don't want him to feel bad.
So what is it?
Okay. Did he tell you guys how he asked me out?
Yeah, he said that he left his phone number on the receipt when he was sitting at your table.
And we were all shocked that you bought that you wrote him back.
I did, and it's probably the last time I'll do something like that.
So wait, you regretted the date from the moment you texted him after he hit on you?
Okay, here's the thing. The night before, when I was working, another guy left a receipt, and he did pretty much the same thing. He left his name and his number. So I thought I was calling the other guy. He's really attractive. You know, he's definitely more attractive to me than Greg is.
Oh, no. You mixed him up.
Yeah. So when I contacted Greg, I thought I was contacting the other guy, and I didn't realize it until I was on the date.
Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got the receipts mixed up. Greg's fine. He's fine. He's just not as cute as the other guy.
He's not cute?
He'll be pumped to know that he's fine.
No, I don't know what to do, though. I just feel really awkward thinking about it. So that's why you want to talk about it. I was really uncomfortable.
Okay, but okay, I get. Like, that would be a really weird moment when you show up to a date thinking one guy's going to be there and a totally different guy's going to be there.
Yeah.
But Greg sounds awesome, and he pulled all these strings for this great date for you. He said you guys had chemistry. I mean...
But I just kept thinking while I was eating, you know, God, this would taste so much better if I was with the other guy.
You know, I'm sure there's research somewhere that food tastes better when you're with a hotter person. I agree with you on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you, out of curiosity, did you ever go out with the other guy?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Really?
And
Well, okay, well, listen, the truth is Greg's date was so much better.
then the hotter guy.
Yeah, and I feel bad, but the hotter guy was hot, so I...
So wait, even though you had a better time with Greg, you still want to pursue hot man?
Yeah, he's really hot.
He must be.
Ow.
All right.
I hope you're not
Well-
looking for a relationship. That is so shallow.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to be in something really serious, right now. I just want to date hot guys.
Well, Cynthia,
I've been there.
I do need to let you know that Greg is actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
What?
Hey, Cynthia, not that attractive Greg. Apparently.
Oh,
Sorry, dude.
What?
sucks.
Yeah, it's I'm a little lost for words right now because, I thought you were somebody else.
Wait a minute, Greg. You heard everything? You were listening?
I heard, yeah, unfortunately, but yes, I heard everything.
You heard everything that I was saying to them from the
Yeah, not
start?
attractive, hotter guy. Food would have been better without me. But,
gosh.
He was really listening.
yeah, so
I am so sorry. I had no idea. I wouldn't have been like that sort of honest, I guess, if I had known you were listening. You're a really nice guy. I'm really sorry.
why didn't you just say something when you first saw me and you realized you made a mistake? We could have went our separate ways.
I didn't know what to do. I was sort of horrified, and the mistake was on me, and I didn't want to be rude, and the restaurant was nice. I'd never been there before. I'd always wanted to go.
Cynthia!
You didn't want to be rude, and then you go through the whole dinner and let me pick up the tab, and you didn't want to be rude. I mean,
You asked me out. It was a date. I didn't know what to do.
A date with the wrong guy.
I know, but you didn't know that.
Yeah, but you didn't know.
Cynthia!
Brutally honest.
Man, you'd think at the end, if you knew and you didn't want to tell me, you would have, let me get, or at least offered. You didn't even reach for anything. I just picked it all up and thinking
We were on a date.
I know, but you didn't mean to be on the date with me. You meant to be on the worst date with the hotter guy.
Again, I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. This is so uncomfortable.
And you said that my date was better. I know
Your date was so much better.
Oh my God, so you confirm it.
Rub it in.
Cynthia, that makes no sense. You could be, you can grow to be more attracted to people.
Not with me. I kind of I see it and I know it type of a thing.
Oh, God.
What is it? Could I get a haircut? Was it my clothes? What?
No, Greg, you're great. There's nothing wrong with you. You're great.
Nothing wrong with you.
Have you ever been there, where you're with someone, but the entire time you're thinking about someone else? I'm sorry, it's just how it was. It was just, that's how it was that whole night for me.
I have been there for the past 3 days thinking about you, and now I get this earthquake hitting me.
Aww.
Sorry, dude.
There's no way you could, open up your eyes, up your heart, maybe give him another chance?
Well, you know what? I would be totally willing to go out with Greg again, on a fun friend date.
Friend date.
That would be fun.
Well, then how about it? Cynthia, would you like to go out with Greg again on a fun friend date? We will pay for it.
Oh.
I'd totally go out with Greg on a fun friend date. Yes, Greg's super nice.
Greg, what do you think about the fun friend date?
I don't want to go on a pity date with you, Cynthia. Why don't you guys just give it to Cynthia and her new hot guy? They can use it, so it's not just not getting used. At least she'll enjoy herself.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
Oh, my God.
There you go, Cynthia. And since it sounds like your current hot dude is a horrible dater, we'll give you at least a decent gift card somewhere.
Oh my God, thank you, Greg.
Oh,
What about? Do I get anything? This is a big slap in my face.
No, it's not a slap in your face. It's like you said, why waste it,
But we can use it for other things.
Yeah,
we don't
other dates.
have to pay for your date with the hot guy.
But he's really hot.
All right, Cynthia, then you know what? Sold. All right, we'll send you out on a date with the hot dude.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, that's so awesome. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Even Jubal can't refuse a hot man.
No, I can't.
Hello,
Hey, can I speak to Jeff, please?
this is Jeff.
Jeff, what's up, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5. How are you?
I'm good. You're from the radio?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
I'm calling you because somebody emailed us about you.
Okay. This is kind of weird.
It's somebody that you went on a date with recently.
Who is it?
Her name's Molly. And Molly wants to go out on a second date with you, but you haven't been responding to her texts or Facebook messages or anything. She asked us to call you and ask you why.
Look, I don't know. I feel really bad telling you this. I mean, I'm trying to like, you know.
If you're having reservations telling us, Molly is the one that asked us to call you.
I just don't want to hurt her. I don't want to hurt her feelings. You know, I mean, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, but if she's done something wrong, she wants to know.
Yeah.
She told us about your date. She said that you guys went swimming she was in her underwear and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, everything up until then was fine. It was great, and it was just a totally different situation once she was in the pool. Like,
okay.
Basically, it was just like two different people. Like, before the pool, Natalie Portman. Once she jumped in the pool and came up out of the water, like Macaulay Culkin.
What?
Now. Not like cute little Macaulay Culkin, hi, Home Alone. It was like...
Like Macaulay Culkin is now. What do you mean by that? Yeah.
Basically, I think, like, she must have put so much makeup on that night that, I mean, honestly, it was like when she came out of the water, it was like the mask.
Like her makeup was all runny or ran off?
It was more than that. I mean, it changed almost her facial structure. It was amazing.
Man.
It was like she must have put it on with like a palette knife. Yeah, I'm not trying to
Put it on with a palette knife.
I can't believe you would say that.
Hey, Jeff?
Wait, is that Molly?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Molly.
that's Molly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're a
Oh.
like, you were wasted at that point. You're going to say, like, my face distorted? I had so much makeup on that my face distorted.
Telling you, I wasn't that drunk.
You were wasted.
I mean, I felt more drunk after you came up out of the pool, but
Jeff.
You know what? I wasn't really all that impressed with the way you looked in your underwear either.
Oh.
You could probably use a few days at the gym.
I'm sure he probably claims that the pool was cold, too.
it was.
Yeah, I thought your personality was pretty cool, so I was willing to look past the flab. But since you're going to talk about my
come on,
palette of face makeup,
come on.
According to this, it sounds like you guys are a perfect couple.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Great
Look,
personalities.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do this. I mean, you kind of forced me into doing this over the radio. I feel bad about it, but
well, I didn't expect you to say something so I thought we had a good time, but apparently you're just an ass.
I'm sorry. I went too far. I shouldn't have. That, like, I have told my friends a couple of times, so I guess things have kind of embellished along the way. But
Yeah.
It can't be that bad. I mean, you sat close to her. You kissed her in the pool.
yeah, that was before she went underwater.
Oh my God!
I don't mean that. I don't mean that like a jerk. That's literally like that's how it happened.
I will say this. There are sometimes you go out with a girl and there's makeup and the push-ups and the spanks and everything else. Like, you take all that stuff off and they're a completely different person.
Yeah,
But
the eyelashes.
It can be
and all that
surprising,
stuff.
yeah.
Is it just the shock factor that hurts so much? Because,
It's like false advertising.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you saw her without the makeup to begin with, would you have still found her attractive?
I don't think I would have.
It's not like I had extensions or fake implants or like crazy fake dental work. It was just makeup.
With a lot of makeup.
Jeff, we'd love to send you out with Molly again for a second date.
Oh, come on.
I think we're all set.
We'll pay for it.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Think about it.
Yeah, just think about it. You guys could have a lot of fun.
Send you to Wild Waves.
Molly, I feel so bad for Molly. You are beautiful.
I love you, Brooke.
I've never seen Molly.
Yeah,
I don't know that for a fact. Molly, you're very nice.
Dude, come on, guys. Maybe tone it down a little bit, Molly, but I bet you're just as beautiful with less makeup on.
Maybe I'll try to tone it down.
She's one of those girls that you wake up the next morning and her whole face is actually on the pillow.
Not that bad. Hello?
Hi, is this Jesse?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Jesse, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
Are you familiar at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
What station are you on?
That's not even important. What's important is that we
Why
got
are you calling me?
we got an email about you from one of our listeners, and that's why I'm calling.
Can you tell me why?
I sure can. Thank you for asking. It's a guy named Trevor,
And you and Trevor went out on a date recently. Very low-key kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Where you took a hot air balloon to a castle and had a private dinner. I don't know if you remember that because that's kind of a forgetful thing.
Well, maybe you have to specify which one, right?
Yeah, which castle?
Yeah, which castle?
No, I remember Trevor. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Good.
Trevor emailed us and is wondering why you're not calling him back.
I mean, I just didn't think it was a good idea for us to go out again.
What did you think of that date?
I mean, it was crazy. It was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, for sure.
Yeah.
Good crazy? Was it good crazy?
It was okay. Yeah, it wouldn't have.
Wow.
It wasn't a problem for me.
I wouldn't expect a review of a date that involved a hot air balloon ride to a castle and a private 5-course meal okay.
Well, it's kind of weird, you know. Like you said, it doesn't happen every time, so it's unusual.
Well, what did you think of Trevor?
Same as the date, unusual.
Okay.
Okay, so date was unusual. He was unusual.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, but you stood out.
Right, he could be unique.
Yes, unique.
I still
You don't even want to, yeah.
He told you about the date?
He told us about it. Yeah, we talked to him about it. And he told us, everything he did for you. He said that he had a great time. And he's really surprised why you don't want to see him again.
I mean, did he tell you about the suit of armor?
The what?
The suit of armor.
No, you left that detail out.
Yeah, while we were eating dinner, he asked me if I wanted to see something cool. So I said yeah, and he left and came back in a full suit of armor.
What?
Flanking around.
Dude, that's amazing.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'm excited about that. Like that, I'm super excited about that. But I have a feeling you weren't as excited as I am.
Why? Why would he do that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he said it was one of his dreams, to be a knight.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
What was your reaction?
Well, I thought it was kind of cool, but then he sat down. He tried to sit down back to his meal, but he just looked so uncomfortable.
He was actually sitting there. I thought maybe he was like, "You want to see something cool?" And then he got in the suit of armor, was like prancing around, and then got out of it. He sat down at the table in a suit of armor.
Oh my god. I just imagine you sitting next to this guy in a suit of armor. It's like squeaking every time he tries to lift his fork to his mouth.
And the mask kept sliding down over his face, so he had to push it up to get the food in his mouth.
Oh man, not a very noble night that you got to have dinner with that evening.
At least it was some entertainment for the date,
Is that what did him in then? The night dressing up like a knight?
I mean, I could get past that. It was funny. It was a silly thing. But we had a conversation about how amazing this date was and how he can afford to do all this stuff. And he told me that he recently inherited a bunch of money.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Okay, so he's rich.
Well, that's what I thought at first. But then he told me that his inheritance was $15,000.
What?
He sounds like a millionaire.
Wait, hold up. Did he just spend his whole inheritance on the first date with you?
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh.
So wait, so he's acting like he's balling out of control, but he got a $15,000 inheritance.
Yeah. And he basically said that he just wanted to live it up for now and do all this crazy stuff he dreamed about and didn't really care about saving anything for the future.
Grandma leaves you 15 grand. You're like, I've always wanted to be a knight. Time to make it happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell him that? I mean, when he's calling you.
I mean, it's none of my business what he does with his money, how he spends his inheritance, but I just don't want to be with someone who would spend it that way, really.
So you don't see a guy who's willing to spend his $15,000 inheritance just so he can dress up in a suit of armor as like a long-term commitment type person?
No.
Not a keeper.
Okay, well, I'll let him know then. Actually, you know what? You can let him know because he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
What?
Yeah. Sir Trevor, dost thou still occupy the phone line?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, Trevor.
I mean, I wanted to pull out all the stops, Jesse. You know what I mean? I don't meet girls like you very often.
Oh. I mean, I don't know what to say. I really appreciate that, but it seems like such a waste.
No, but it wasn't a waste, Jesse, because every single thing I did at the castle with the hot air balloon, it was all for you, my maiden.
Nice.
I really appreciate that so much, but I just felt so bad that you spent all of that on me. It doesn't make any sense. We don't really know each other that well.
But I want to get to know you, you know what I mean? And you deserved it, all of it.
Whoa.
I don't know what to say.
You can say we'll go on a second date.
Slow down, Tiger.
Say that, Jesse, if you want.
I know you like me, and it's really sweet, but I can't wrap my head around spending that kind of money on that date. It seems crazy to me.
Are you trying to? Was it too much? Is that?
Oh my God,
I
how
think
are
that's
you
what
just
she's saying, yeah.
now getting that, Trevor? It's all too much.
But you loved it. I thought you loved it, and I have the money to pay for it, so it's fine.
I mean, you do right now, but you can't just spend your money like it's nothing. It just goes against my own values, and I feel like it says something about you.
That I'm romantic.
I don't.
Yes, I think that's what she was going
Yeah,
with.
maybe a little
Trevor.
too romantic,
Yeah.
Trevor. Like out of your price range, romantic. You know?
If we just had a normal date, go out to dinner, I would definitely be on board for a second date. But that whole situation was just so crazy, and I don't know if I can, get over that.
What about a normal dinner then? We can go out for a normal dinner for our second date because, I mean, I can't really afford much else right now anyway. So.
You spent all the money. All right. Well, thanks for setting that up, Trevor. Jesse, would you like to go out with Trevor one more time for another date? We will pay for it.
He just doesn't seem that responsible. For the future, I want to be with someone who can handle whatever money they have responsibly.
Mm-hmm.
And Trevor, I don't think that's you.
Okay, but listen, I have something to tell you. That inheritance that I got, right, that was only from one relative. And I have another relative who will probably be passing away within the next year.
Whoa. Another 15 grand coming your way.
Oh
my God.
Are
It just keeps getting worse.
Are you
just
sure?
waiting for your relative to die?
Dude, listen. So you got to get your money somehow. Jesse, are you sure? Because Trevor will be in the money again soon.
I'm even more sure than I was before.
I think that you're making probably the right decision.
I think so too.
Yeah, Trevor. Oh.
I don't know, I'm just really disappointed about this whole thing, Jesse. I mean, I get it. You don't like castles.
No.
Yep, that's it.
I don't think that's the whole issue.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Janine?
Yes, this is Janine.
Hey, what's up? How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show on the radio.
Okay. What is this about?
Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
Me? What? I'm confused.
We do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out with somebody on a date and then end up not calling them after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and ask what happened. So Dawson, a dude.
Dawson?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Was that a good oh God or a bad oh God? I can't tell. So we talked to him a little bit, and he told us about when you guys met at a party. And
It just, I don't think we, yeah.
you don't think you what?
We don't think we, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you guys just want to know why I'm not talking to him anymore?
Yep, that's exactly why we're on the phone with you right now. Other than, I think you're an awesome person and want to talk to you anyway, but that's pretty much why we're calling. Do you mind telling us?
Well, I just found out something that's unattractive to me.
Wait, you found that back information? Like he has a girlfriend?
No, he doesn't have a girlfriend, and that's the problem.
What? How is that the problem?
Wait, what?
The problem is he doesn't have a girlfriend.
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, the problem is that he's single.
What? Wait,
How
what?
is that a
You want to
problem?
be like a mistress to somebody? That's your goal in life?
That's messed up.
Oh, no. I would never date a guy who has a girlfriend.
Oh, good.
I just don't want to date a guy who's single.
That
is
puts
the
you
same thing.
in a very tough spot in the dating world because either you have a girlfriend or you're single.
Yeah.
No, I mean, he's really single.
Yeah, that's usually how people like
Yeah, it's like
their potential dates. Really single. I mean, that's usually a positive attribute.
No, I mean, a day or two after the party, I checked his Facebook page.
Uh-huh.
There are, like, no pictures of him with a girl. None.
And that's a bad thing.
And that's a bad thing.
Okay, why?
That leads me to think that no girls want him. That he's undesirable.
Oh, no.
So you're thinking that he's broken in some way because he doesn't have any pictures on social media of him with other women.
Well, I didn't just check Facebook. I mean, we have a mutual friend. I asked her. She said he hasn't seen anybody seriously in months.
So why is that an issue?
If someone goes like a long period without being in a steady relationship, then there must be something wrong.
What? What if they, I don't know, just enjoy being single because they're happy with their lives and where they are and themselves?
Nobody enjoys being single. That's a myth.
That is not true. There's plenty of people that enjoy it.
So do you
I
have
don't enjoy it. I certainly don't.
do you, well, I can tell.
I don't get what you're saying.
I think I get it. Like, if I meet a girl and I find out she hasn't been on a date in 2 years, I'm thinking, like, why is nobody dating her? It's been 2 years.
Maybe because she wants to be single. That is stupid.
I don't know. After a while, you don't want to be single.
Yes, some people do.
So Janine, are you in a relationship then?
I'm actively dating. I have a lot of people who want to date me, and I go out on several dates. I'm desirable.
And Dawson is undesirable. Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, you know what else?
In my eyes, Dawson is undesirable.
Gotcha.
Dude,
you know what
are-
else Dawson is? He's also on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah. Dawson, are you there?
No.
What's up, Janine? It's Mr. Undesirable.
Well, excuse me for wanting someone who wants to be socially active.
I am socially active. I don't need to broadcast it all over the world, though.
Really, how many girls are you seeing right now?
Whoa.
Well, I'm none right now.
Exactly, and that's the problem.
You know, I had a girlfriend about 4 months ago as well. So,
Really? So why haven't you met anyone in 4 months?
because I want to take a break, you know, be single for a little bit because I just got out of a relationship.
You can tell yourself that all you want, but the truth is no one wants to date you.
Whoa, Janine! What is your problem, man?
My problem. The longest I've been quote-unquote single is 10 days. You're supposed to jump right back into the dating game after you break up with someone. That's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, Janine, and it tells me if you have that many dates lined up that nobody's coming for a second date, man, then there's a reason.
This is I can't believe what's coming out of her mouth.
I can't
Not being
either.
single
What's
for
not to
10
believe
days?
about
Are
it?
you kidding me? I'm undesirable, but you and I were making out at this house party. So
'Cause I thought
how
you were-
undesirable can I be?
Amen.
Listen, Dawson, the thing is, you're living in single land. That's just not where I want to be. I mean, it's fine if you want to be there, but I don't.
What is single land exactly? What the hell
it's where
are
you
talking
are.
about?
It's what you are. You're in single land, and I don't want to be there.
I'm just single right now. There's no
Exactly.
single land. It's not a continent or an island. It's just where I'm at right now. And then I go out, and if I meet someone like I thought with you, maybe then I would be not in single land anymore. I mean, does that make any sense to you?
Unfortunately, no, because you're out there on your little island all by yourself.
Oh, all right. My head's starting to hurt. So,
What's
never
so
mind.
hard to understand about this? I just want to date people that other people like. I don't see why that's weird. If nobody likes them, then why would I want to see them again?
Oh my gosh.
Janine, you're basing all of your opinion on someone else's opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you are judging him based on what other people think of him.
And what's the problem with that?
You know what? I think for you, Janine, isn't a problem. But I'm going to ask this question. It's a really stupid question. They say there's no stupid questions, but this is definitely one. Janine, would you like to go out with Dawson again on a second date? We will pay for it.
Nobody wants
No,
to
I
go.
think I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, understandable. Dawson hasn't been out with a woman in 4 months. You know,
Yes, thank you. You understand.
took me a while to get on the same page as you, Janine.
Jeez, Jubal.
And
Oh, Dawson.
It's just, you know, that's fine. I'm fine with this outcome.
Yeah, I think you should be, buddy.
Yeah, of course you're fine with it because somebody likes being single. So why would you want to go on a date?
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Amanda, please?
this is.
Hello, Amanda. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. We host a morning radio show, and one of our listeners actually emailed us about you to see if we could get you on the phone.
About me?
Mm-hmm. It's called the second date update. Basically, if you go out on a date with somebody and don't call them back after the date, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what went wrong. I think we kind of know what went wrong on your date. But I could be wrong. The guy that emailed us, his name is Matt.
He wanted you to call me?
Yes, he did.
I can't even imagine why.
Yeah, he said that he really enjoyed your date.
Well, that's pretty interesting because he's the one that ditched me, so I'm not really sure.
Amanda, what if I told you that he had a really good reason for having to leave your date?
I don't think there is a good reason. There's pretty much nothing that could make me say, "Oh, that makes sense."
Really? I think if you heard his story, you might actually be happy that he didn't come back to you.
I can't even imagine that there is some excuse good enough for him ditching me, leaving me standing there by myself to find my own ride home.
Well, why don't I let him tell you? Because he's actually on the other line listening and then wants to talk to you because he feels really bad about what happened on your date.
Right now?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Matt?
Hi, Amanda.
What do you want?
I just want to apologize and explain what happened because I know that it seems like I ditched you and I didn't ditch you.
Matt, you did ditch me. I was standing there for a very long time by myself, and that means that you ditched me.
No, I know. Like, I've been ditched lots of times before, and I understand what it feels like. It's terrible and feel that way. I had an emergency, and I didn't know how to explain it at the time. There wasn't a way that would have been
Okay,
bad.
it was weird
So
enough
stop.
that you left me standing there to go buy a present or whatever, and then you came back and ran right past me. What's your emergency? I can't even understand why this... What's your emergency?
Okay, so remember when we were at the restaurant, how much food I ate?
Yes, I do.
A lot of food.
Lot of
okay.
food.
Yeah. So I hadn't eaten all day, and so I had to go, like, worse than I ever have in my life. Completely unprecedented. Did not know how to
Like
deal
to
with
the
it.
bathroom?
To the bathroom. I'm trying to be polite. To the bathroom. Number 2, I had to go, like, emergency, like, code red.
Okay,
pain.
so as
Like,
adults,
yeah.
you couldn't say, like, when we're in the restaurant, "Excuse me, I'm going to go to the bathroom."
But, see, I didn't have to go at that point. I only had to go when we were walking. So I was like, I got to go now. And it's,
We passed a coffee shop. You could have said, "Let's grab a coffee," and gone to the bathroom there.
I know.
We're not in second grade. I don't understand why you couldn't have just handled it.
I mean, what am I supposed to do here? Is turn to you and be like, "Hey, I'm about to crap my pants. I'm on a first date with you." You know, I didn't want to, like, I don't know. Maybe I think that was.
I definitely
look a nice
appreciate that you didn't say that, but you could have said something. You could have done anything. Hey, let's go in here together and run away to the bathroom.
What do you, I wouldn't ask you to come into the bathroom while I have to do that. That's like.
Okay, Matt. Okay. I'm not trying to be so literal here. I'm just saying we could have gone into the building structure at the same time so I wasn't standing outside on the street wondering where you were.
That would have made sense. That would have made much more sense.
It was
than
really
what happened.
upsetting. I was having a good time, and I was so frustrated. Then I was cold. Then I got embarrassed because I was completely ditched. I went through so many emotions in that half an hour that should never happen on a first date.
I know. I went through a lot of emotions too, and I feel terrible.
So you're the victim of this whole thing? I'm the one that was standing there.
No, you're the victim. I'm sorry. No, you're the victim. My emotions don't matter. That's not the point.
You're the one that had the issues. I was ditched. I'm the one that went home and told my friends I will never do internet dating again because look what this guy did to me. I'm the one.
You know what?
Not
I figured that. I figured you were probably telling your friends, and that's fine. You should tell everyone. I understand that. I want to go on another date with you, and I don't care if that's the story that always gets told.
If the bathroom was what you were trying to do and you had to go do it, why wouldn't you come back? We were going to go to the fair. I don't get that. I don't understand.
In all honesty, the reason I didn't come back is that I my pants
Oh, my God.
and I had to go home.
Are you kidding me? I feel like I'm talking to a
I'm telling
child
you the
right
truth.
now.
I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, well,
I'm a truth
sometimes,
teller.
and I've never said this out loud, but sometimes it's better to lie than give that many details.
So, Amanda,
This is
you'd
how we figure that out.
prefer.
I mean, I don't know that about you, so this is how I figured that out. I don't know. I know that.
I would rather anything but knowing that you... I can't even say it. Like, come on.
Amanda, that's what happened. Hey, at least he's honest. You know that. He told us about your date. Said that he loved going out with you. He really enjoyed it and thought you were awesome. But he had an unfortunate situation where his body was not working with him. And he kind of ruined his pants. And he tried to go home and do this all in a timely manner.
gosh.
But at that point, you were done.
I don't even tell you, I knocked down an old man, too, when I opened the door. And everyone hated me. Everyone hated me.
Crapped your pants.
I'll tell you everything.
You crapped your pants. You knocked an old man down. You ditched a girl you claimed to be having a good time with. And you never communicated any of this with anybody. I'm going to say you have some issues, and I'm not ready to go out again. It's not going to happen.
Amanda, are you sure? Because I would like to ask if you'll go out on a second date with Matt. We will pay for it.
I don't think it's going to be a good idea.
Weird. From the recap that you just said, it sounded like a fantastic time. I'm surprised that you're saying no.
Look, that's all that's true. All that's true. And good news is, you know that the worst it could go with me is that. That's the bottom. And that's
Wait a minute.
not a normal bottom.
I'm sorry, I can't let you finish. If that's the first date, how is this the worst that it's going to be? It's supposed to be the very best ever.
Oh, but it's all uphill from here.
How are you
Amanda?
guys siding with him? I don't understand this.
Stuff happens, bro.
Whatever. If a girl crapped her pants on a date, none of you would ever talk to her again.
Yeah, that's very true.
I would. I absolutely would. I'd feel so much more comfortable if a girl crapped her pants or burped or did anything gross. I'd be like, that's
Well,
awesome.
you would. You would, because that's your thing.
It was just one time.
All right, well, so Amanda, no, you don't want to go out with him again.
It's not going to happen. I will use it as an example of what not to do for the rest of my life.